You're in the right place at the right time. Man, listen, we got such a treat for you tonight. We've got none other than Kim Tavar. And it's really Tavares, but it's Kim Tavar. And she's here with us tonight. She's a singer. Man, she's going to blow you away. Her music is off the charts. I'm going to go ahead and give her this real quick before we start. Yeah. Yeah. Kim, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Listen, I am pleased as punch, excited. I'm going to get real corny now. I'd have to be twins to enjoy it twice as much, but we're glad to have you with us here tonight.
Oh, that's good because I'm corny too, so we're going to have a great time.
Oh, we're going to have a good time tonight. And so you're coming live from Boston, right?
Yeah, I'm in Boston, Massachusetts, up in New England.
Boston, Massachusetts. So then I would guess that's Boston Red Sox, New England Patriots, everything Boston, House of Pain, jump around.
I don't know if that's jump around. I don't know.
Jump around. I think they're from there. Yeah, I think they're from there. Well, at least they had it in their video, so I'm not sure. But hey,
that's okay.
My favorite
worldwide
group,
now.
Worldwide. That's right. Worldwide. So, guys, we're gonna play the promo video, and we're gonna be back with the lovely, awesome Kim Tavar. So just hold on to your horses for just a second. That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute. You really did your homework.
I did my homework, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did my homework. Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. We got
the
good. You liked it?
I was watching like, who is that person? Well, I'm looking all crazy right now. Hey.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Kim.
Thank you. I appreciate it because I know it takes a lot of work to edit and to do your research. So I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel the love when you say that. It does take a lot of work. I feel the love. Yeah, I feel the love. And guys, we got a really awesome singer with us tonight. Her name is Kim Tavar. Kim Tavares, rather. She's been a Boston police officer for 18 years. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's an actress. She says she's a little stern, but very understanding, caring, and loving towards her students. And she's here in the studio with us tonight. We are elated. We are excited. We are all those E words. Absolutely. That's right. All those keywords. And we're glad to have you with us tonight, Kim.
I'm glad to be here. I'm so glad you reached out to me. This is wonderful.
Absolutely. And you are the toast of the UK. You're all over the UK charts.
Can you let me tell you? I'm gonna have to tell your listeners. I know before you probably will ask the question, but I've been at this for 30 years, performing and singing in bands, and I do believe God orders your steps, and it's my time now. I think I am prepared. I have two sons. My sons are grown now, and I believe this is a time where I'm versatile right now. I'm more mature. Um, it, it's something that I'm ready for, and I've lived life, a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, and my thing is I'm just trying to bring back that sound of the that 70s and that 80s and 90s, even the late 60s with Motown and songs where you listen to the lyrics and it mattered what you say, people can understand what you're saying. So it's amazing that the UK picked up on it, and I was told I'm not a good enough singer or my songs ain't going to work here in the United States, but eventually they'll catch on and look at you. You got
Hey,
me.
I love your music because
Thank
let me tell you, we a couple of the artists that I've had on the show, you know, I'm big on songwriting. I'm big on lyrics.
you. Mhm.
I'm really big on lyrics. I'm really big on lyrics. I'm big on the music, and I could hear in your music when I was listening to it, I could hear some. I could hear some of that the bars that all this love is
Yes.
waiting for you. You know, you remember all that the bars.
Large,
I
switch,
can hear it, and then I can
all the
hear a little bit of that Southern Luther. I can hear some Southern
one of my
Luther in
favorites.
there.
Luther,
Yeah,
Babyface, just
yeah,
the
Babyface.
stylistic.
Yeah, and I really love your lyrics. I love your lyrics. I love your music. That's why I asked you earlier. I said, you write the song, you write the music.
Yeah,
You said, yeah, I write the songs rather.
I
I write the
write
songs.
all my lyrics, and another thing is I like to keep things practical and simple. I don't want to make things complicated. Um, when you listen to something, you want it to be a story. That's why my album is called My Story. But
Right.
it's not just my story. When you listen to it, it's your story. So I want you to say my story, because we are more the same than we are different. We go through heartache, we go through happy times, we go through sad times, or you know it- if you listen to music, like if you hear a song that you haven't heard in years, as soon as you hear it, it's going to take you back to a time where you can remember exactly what was going on. You can remember things you said, you can remember smells, but you can't remember like what happened last week. So music is just so powerful, and I want to be part of that.
And you're right. Because you're right. Because a song can come on right now. They could probably play some Chubb Rock. 1990
Yeah,
Chubb Rock. Something about C.
you
You,
remember.
yeah, you be feeling like you could dance, but then that Neil be like, "Hey, you took ibuprofen this morning. You
Right.
better chill out. Better chill out now. You
You're
can't
going to
do
feel
that.
it tomorrow.
That's right. You gonna feel it tomorrow. But
Yeah.
absolutely, you're right. Music unlocks lots of things, and then good music crosses cultural lines. You
True.
know, it crosses cultural lines, and to me, it's a testament of really the human experience, and actually, and
Mhm.
actually, it's gonna always be here because Whitney's gone. Man, I will always love you. It's
My
gonna always be here.
nobody like her.
Yeah.
And you know what it is for me, again, my voice, like I don't have the best voice in the world, and I don't do a lot of fancy things with my voice, but what you're going to get from me, and people tell me, is they like the tone of my voice. And I'm just now realizing that I've heard it for years, but I didn't understand what that meant, until you start listening to people. When you listen to their music recorded and then you listen to them live, you're like, wait, something doesn't sound right. It sounds different. So for me, when I'm in the studio, since I'm an independent artist, I don't have a manager, I don't have a promotional person. I'm my only team. I just take all the information that I can get. I listen to people, I research, and I I am realizing that nobody's going to help you or believe in you until you help yourself or believe in yourself. And I mean, lyrics are so important. You could go to you ever go to a concert or watch a concert on TV and it's American artist and they're in a totally different country where people don't even speak English, probably can't even understand it, but they understand the song.
Exactly.
And it's just
Exactly.
so powerful. It's so powerful. And the tone of my voice, I just want it to be heard, and to reach you, and for it to tell a story and to inspire you, and not to give up, because I'm still doing it, and age ain't nothing but a number, because music, it lives on, like you just said.
It does. It does. And what I really love about your music is nothing seems to be out of place. Sometimes you can hear a song and you'll be like, oh, they should have got somebody else to sing that. You'll be like, man, the melody is good, but they should have got somebody else to sing that. Then you'll hear a song and you'll be like, oh God, they should have got somebody else to write that. You know? Yeah, somebody should have, they need a different writer. But
Yeah.
everything on your song, it's as if, team Tavar is no joke, because I'm gonna tell you, Team Tavar, everything is exactly how it's supposed to be.
It,
And so you put that product out, and I can tell you put time behind your music.
I did, and again, I understand. I don't have the money behind me. I don't have a big record company or these labels, or people controlling me or telling me what to do. Of course, there's ups and downs, pros and cons to that. I'd have a better promotional team. More of the world would know me. But on a different aspect, I want people to recognize me authentically and organically. Um, I want it to be I don't want anything to be fake about it. And I don't want to lose my creative control. And when I wrote this album, look, 10, 15 years ago, when I wrote three of the songs 10 years ago, three of the songs that are on my album 10 years ago. And at that time, I was told by people, so-called music business or in the music business, no, you don't sound like so and so, or no, you don't, you need to sing like this, or telling me what I need to do, but that's not me. So I said, you know what? It's not my time, but these songs are on this album, and these songs are on charts and playlists to this day in the UK and Brazil and Germany, over 30 something countries, and in Canada are playing my song. In Africa, I did an interview in Africa. Um, so it's just so much for me right now. I don't want to lose control of that. And I'm glad you picked that out, because when I go in the studio, I write all my lyrics, and I know what sounds right and what doesn't. And I'm not just making words fit into the song. It has to make sense. Um, and I'm glad you picked that up, and that means a lot to me.
Well, awesome, awesome, definitely. So, who were your? I'm going to ask the textbook question now. Uh,
Okay.
Here's the textbook question: Who were your early? Let's try it again, Bob. Let's roll that tape back. Who were your earliest influences in music?
Oh man, my earlier influences. So I'll tell you this, tell you my age, by telling this little bit of story,
Okay.
is late 60s, early 70s. So I grew up when Motown, is going into the 70s. And my older brothers and sisters, we had a record player, vinyl albums. And I remember listening to all Motown, listening to, of course, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Smokey
Yeah.
Robinson, the Temptations, all those groups. But not only that, I would listen to the radio. So I'd be in the house, and we had a radio, with the dial. So you would go up and down the dial. So I would start at one end of the radio. When a song was on, I would sing that song, emulate that artist. Didn't matter what kind of music it was. And then when that song was over, I'd go up to the next station that you could get. You had to turn the dial and get certain stations. If it was country, I'd sing that. Back then it was Dolly Parton, or that old classic country, Willie Nelson, Kenny
Nelson.
Rogers. But in the 70s, I had the Emotions, the
Oh,
Stylistics, Blue Magic.
Motions.
Then you got Phyllis Hyman.
Ah,
There's so many. The Ohio Players. Oh my goodness, the Ohio Players. The OJ's.
OJ.
Oh my goodness. Atlantic Star. Now I'm going to the 80s, but I'm just
Oh, girl, you
calling
want me? Yeah.
Atlantic Star. Um, Man, Shalimar.
Oh,
Just so many. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Whitney Houston. Then Luther comes in. Then Babyface and the Deal. So I implement everything from those artists into my music now, and I'm trying to bring that sound back. See, a lot of artists, or younger artists, they'll play music and they'll sample song music from older songs.
right.
I don't want to have to do that. I want to make the songs updated, but to have that quality that we grew up on. Um, you want to be able to go to a concert and listen to the artist and not have to worry about them trying to recreate every sound that they did in the studio. That's why when you go to concerts, people leave and they're disappointed because you don't sound like, the radio. Of course, you're not going to sound exactly like it, but your voice better come quite close.
That's right.
I'm in control of that when I go to the studio because I'm not going to be looking crazy out there when I sing live, and I'm not trying to do things that I can't do. So,
Okay. Awesome. And,
so
and,
all
and
over
you
the place. You asked me one question, and I just covered
know,
70s,
that's
80s, and 90s.
I want you to do that because I know, and the reason why you could talk like that is because you graduated in 1985 from high school. I
Gee, he's
graduated.
really gonna put my age out there.
I graduated 86. I'm putting me in there too now.
Really saying I'm older than you.
I graduated 86. No, but
No,
yeah,
I understand. I
yeah,
don't
but I
mind
look
it at
older than
all.
you. I look older than you, but I'm saying that you wear it well.
Thank
But I said that to say this is that I think that we were so blessed in the age that we grew up because we had so many choices, and like
Yes.
you talked about uh, country music and Willie Nelson
Yeah.
and I'm a big Johnny Cash man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hey, don't hey, listen. Let's hear that train coming. I'm a big Johnny Cash dude now, but there was just so much good music to choose from,
Yeah.
and we talked about the lyrics.
Yeah.
The lyrics were so awesome. So let me ask you a question:
Mhm.
would you say that Kim Tavar is a perfectionist when it comes to her music?
You know what? I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, not in anything. I try to do the best that I can do. And I want it to be real. It's not going to be perfect. When I'm singing my songs, it's not perfect. Um, because we're not perfect. And I don't want to put out a product that's, I want it to be quality. Now there's going to be quality. You can say Kim Tavar makes sure that, she puts out a quality product. But to be perfect, I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I just want things to be up to par, up to par. I'm not going to put out any trash.
Right.
I'm just going to stay true to myself. And um, I think it makes you more, relatable to your audience, when they realize, I can remember in the studio, like trying to get notes right. Now, what will happen is when I sing my song in the studio, I'll go over, if I cannot get that line, I'm going to keep going until I can get it as good as possible. Um, so you're not listening to a whole song that's auto tuned or it's not my voice because I'm not going to have that with me like right now. I can't implement like change it. So not a perfectionist, but you're gonna get good quality.
Good quality. Amen. And for everybody, Kim Tavar, her new album is My Story. We're talking about I have it running across the bottom of the screen where you can get her album www.kimtavar Tavar music.com. Man, go get it. It's you
I
know
used
I
to
know good
have
music.
CDs.
You
I
know I know good music. The UK love her. Africa loves her. She's embraced everywhere. Come on, United
do.
States.
I
Tighten up.
know.
Tighten up, United
I love
States.
home. I'm ready to,
Yeah,
get out there and perform. And with this pandemic and COVID put a damper on everything. But I think it brought people together as far as like through social media and for podcasts like this that you may not have ever been able to get in contact with anyone
Absolutely.
just so quickly, because I just spoke to you not even a week ago or a couple days ago.
And we're doing the thing.
Right. And I just got back from the UK last on the 8th. So I just came back, went back to work. And when you reached out, I'm like, I got to make time for this because, again, I'm my own promoter and I'm not going to wait for somebody else to hook this up for me. What I do want to say is, as far as right now, I'm the best person that could get anything rolling for me right now. I don't want to put someone in place to do things that I'm doing 24 hours a day. I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly creating. And if I put someone in charge of checking my emails, it's somebody you really have to trust,
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
having contact, access to my social media accounts, I don't want to miss an opportunity. I don't want to miss when you called me. If anyone's going to drop the ball on any interviews or any concerts or anything that I'm going to do, it's going to be me at this point. And, that's all I can do right now. And I think it's going really well. And anything, for me, success to me is this right here. Anything that happens beyond this or beyond me performing in the United Kingdom and then them wanting me to come back and to go to different countries, that's success to me. I still have to go to work every day and, put gas in my car. Nobody's doing that for me. I have to, do all those things, come home. I got to cook. I got to go to the grocery store. This is what it's about, though. Of course, people want that fame, but what's the price of that? Right? I think it'll all come in time. And I don't want to rush anything. It's been 30 years, and anything that happens beyond here, again, it is just totally a blessing for me. Really is.
Well, awesome. Thank you. Barry Dingle, good friend of mine from Cross, South Carolina, chimes in. He says, "Hey, just getting on. Is she gonna sing something? Yeah, she gonna say something for us a little later. A little later, she gonna say something for us, Barry, just to let you know that this is not a girl. It's true. She not Millie Vanilli. She not Millie Vanilli. She's not Millie Vanilli. If Millie Vanilli is watching, hey, I don't mean no
That's
harm.
okay. They did what they had to do.
Exactly. I don't mean no harm. Your boys made money straight up. I was a big Millie Vanilli fan at one time too,
That's
so
right.
I don't want them walking up on me. Barry says, "Is she local from here?" No, Barry, she's not local. She's a Bostonian. She's from Boston, Boston, Massachusetts.
But I did used to live in Aiken County. I lived in Aiken, North Carolina. Yes.
Shouts out, Aiken, South Carolina. I got some good
Yep.
friends live out there in Aiken, South Carolina.
Yeah. So looking to come down there.
All right, all right. We want to have you down here in Aiken, so I'm gonna be sure. And Barry, she's a really good singer. I'm gonna play some of her music before she sings. Definitely, I love her album. Um, and so Kim,
Mhm.
my next question is, when did you know that you wanted to be a singer?
Oh, when I was 5 or 6, when I was listening to that, to those albums, I knew I knew I wanted to be something that had to do with lyrics or poetry. That's what I liked. Because I can remember even before when I first started learning to read the albums, they used to have all the credits on there. Some albums had all the lyrics. I can remember Earth, Wind, and Fire, the albums or Stevie Wonder's albums that would open up almost like a book and you would have all the credits in there. And at that time, I knew had something to do with music or to be a singer, but I was a shy kid. And I think it was nobody really knew I could sing because I would sing, in the room by myself and I wouldn't sing. Nobody knew I could sing until about 8th grade when I was asked to sing in eighth tryout for the 8th grade choir or chorus at school. And I sung these are a few of my favorite things.
Oh,
Sound of Music. And I made it into the choir. So and after that, I would sing in church. And then by, high school, I knew I wanted to to pursue a career in singing, and I've been doing it ever since.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Great to hear. Barry Dingle chimes in. He says, "Is she on the show because she's a Cowboy fan?" Just asking. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, and no, Barry, I don't have her on the show just because she's not a Cowboy fan.
Oh, you don't know that?
Oh, you're a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Well, wait a minute now. You know I'm from Pittsburgh also. You see, I graduated high school in Beaver County outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So you're a Pittsburgh Steeler fan?
Wait a minute. This is how it goes. I got this story to tell. Okay.
All right, tell us the story.
So my mom, my stepdad, my mom got married to my stepdad when I was 5. It's my brother's father, and they're from Pittsburgh. And his last name is Dorsett.
Like Tony Dorsett?
Yeah, so Tony Dorsett is my uncle. Yes.
Well, you better stop Tony Dorsett.
I am. So this is so funny.
Tony Dorsett is your uncle?
Yes. So my mom passed away. Her birthday is actually day after tomorrow, Leslie Dorsett. So I grew up in Massachusetts here in Pittsburgh. So I have this thing where he went to Pitt, and he's been my uncle since, he was in 7th grade. And so
you are a Dallas Cowboy fan.
So I'm a Pittsburgh fan, a Dallas fan, and then he went to Denver. So
I saw Dorsett in a lot of your exchanges with family, and I said,
cousins.
I asked myself, is she related to Tony Dorsett? I said, nah, she's not related to.
Yeah, those
cool.
Yes. So
how cool is that?
I know it's cool, but I remember he's been my uncle since he was in 7th grade before he was Hawk, Uncle Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so I go back there. My son still lives over in Beaver Falls, Aliquippa. That's where, the Dorsett family is from. So I go back every now and then to visit my family. Yeah. So those Dorsets you see are the Dorsets.
We do a Dallas Cowboy show every week. Well, they're mad at me because it's called The Bully on the Block. And,
oh boy.
And so I'm going to have to ask you to come back on Wednesday night to come on the Dallas Cowboy show. You're going to have to do it.
Okay.
That is so cool this is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you this one story. And this is a thing that I remember, as a kid is, so I remember when they first went into the Super Bowl. Was it 16? Whatever it was like 78, 9 or something like that. But they played in New Orleans in the Dome. And my mom, my dad, my stepdad, all my aunts and uncles, this was like his first Super Bowl. So they're all going, on the plane. Everyone's leaving, this steel town of Aliquippa to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So they had a great time down there. And I remember when they grew up, they lived in, the projects in Aliquippa. And then when he made it, I remember he bought my grandmother a house. As a matter of fact, my sister lives in that house now. But it was like to go over there. It was like this. It's one of those like, oh my goodness, split level homes. Like, when you walk in and you can go down, there's steps that go down and steps that go up.
Right.
And then there's a living room on the left or right and some bedrooms down the hall. And that house seemed like it was a mansion at that time. So we would go there, and then they had downstairs. You would go down. That's where my grandfather Wes had his bar. There was a bar downstairs, and that's where the Heisman Trophy sat downstairs on that. And we were kids. It was really heavy, but it seemed like it was like the biggest house. And now when you go there and you're older, you're like, this not even a big house. But at that time, it was like the thing. And that's what you do. You buy your parents a house, and
that's right.
You live there. Grandparents lived there until they both passed away. Yeah.
You are cowboy royalty. You are cowboy royalty. Of course, Barry Dingle's throwing shade from where he is. He says, oh boy, this takes me back to the Nixon administration. Then he comes back with a long time ago, didn't have any sense, talking about the Cowboy Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Says, you've been a young girl. Yeah, she was very young. Yeah. But that is such a cool story.
Yeah, it is. It's, Pit Panther Pride. Remember when?
Yeah, Pit
Yeah,
Panther Pride.
yeah.
And every little boy that had a football in his hand when I was in high school, Tony Dorsett. Dorsett, Dorsett. You running the ball. Everybody wanted to be Dorsett.
He's on his son, my Little Hawk is on my page, Tony Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on there. But my cousin Desiree, so our fathers are brothers. She's Dorset. She's just Dorset Cowboys forever. It didn't matter where he went. So every game, if you go on my page, Desiree Dorset,
Uh-huh.
um, she every game now to this day, she dresses up. She has her cowboy gear. She changes
Uh-huh.
outfits every quarter. And she just she's like, and when you get off here, you gotta look. Desiree Dorset, just between me and her and I, we're very close. We talk about every day, and I'm gonna tell her I
Right.
talk about her.
Yeah.
And she puts out a spread of food, no matter who's coming over there. Yep. And then she has a bell, a cowboy cowbell that she
That
wears
is
many
so
times.
cool.
Yeah.
I gotta have you and Desiree on the show. Y'all gotta come on our football
Tell her.
show.
Oh man, I'll
Y'all
have
gotta
to
come on our football show. And yeah, hey, we gonna have a good time. I'm gonna tell the guys.
Dorset all the way.
That's it.
Woo!
That's fact. You can bring about 4 or 5 of the Dorset clan.
Oh
You
my
come over
god.
there, we gonna turn up one night for them Cowboys. That's
That's
right.
and
Absolutely.
how the universe brings people together, you know?
It does. It does. And
Yeah.
guess who we got on the show? We got another awesome artist. He tunes into my show periodically. He's always on Charles Gillespie, and he's the man. Yeah, he's from Georgia, and he's made this awesome song called um 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 give me that bologna sandwich.
Woo!
Oh yes, listen, it's
Is it
got
fried?
it's got that cut fried bologna sandwich. You
Fried.
said it.
Is
You
it?
You said it now. Give me that
See?
fried bologna sandwich.
I know that.
He's my man now, and so let me get. You see, you got me excited. Let me get back to the interview now. Let me get back to the
I know.
interview.
But you know what? When my son comes home with these grandkids soon,
That's
it's
right.
like
Let me tighten up. Let me tighten up.
a quiet house. No, she
Let me
doesn't.
tighten up. So what we're gonna do
Okay.
is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play one of your songs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Okay.
play I just wanna love you. And then
You know what? I just want to say you are playing the songs that you know who Michael Huggy Carter is the producer of that. So Michael Huggy Carter is um the tour manager for Mary J. Blige, Tony Braxton. And
yeah,
he's hooked up with me last year through, a friend here in Boston through Facebook. And before he was, tour manager, front person for, all these groups, tour manager, he was a musician. And he sent me music. As soon as he sends me, I'll know right away if I can write to it. As soon as he sent it, I knew. I went to Las Vegas and recorded it out there. You want to play that one? People are
I'm
gonna like that
I'm
one.
gonna play that. Michael Huggy Carter, I want you to know I love this song. We're gonna listen to Kim Tavar. I just wanna love you.
change it, but I think you might. I know I wanna stay because you melt my heart in every single way. I have to let go of the past, 'cause now I think I found a love that's gonna last. I just wanna love you, but I really don't know how. I don't know how. All the ones before you never really made me smile. No, 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 no. Now you stand before me, knowing you could be the one. You are the one. I know it ain't fair to blame you for all the wrong they've done. It just ain't fair. I'm in love with you, and I know it's true. Don't know what to do. Can you help me through? I'm in love with you, and I know it's true. Don't know what to do. Can you help me through? I just wanna love you, but I really don't know how. I don't know how to love you. You never really made me smile. You turned my frown upside down. Now you stand before me, knowing you could be the one. They never cared about my heart. All the wrong they've done. That's why you'll be. I just wanna love you, but I really don't know how. All the ones before you never really made me smile. I'm sorry, sorry. Now you stand before me, knowing you could be the one. I want you in my life. All the wrong they've done. Can you forgive me, please? I just wanna love you, but I really don't know how. All the ones before you never really made me smile. Now you stand before me.
Kim Tavar. Hey,
Whoa, that was
I just want to love you, but I just really don't know how.
all the ones before you never really made me smile.
Come on now.
Confusion. It's confusion, right?
It's confusion.
It's like, okay, I think you're the one, but wait a minute. No, you're not. It's just what life is. Life is. By the way, while we're talking, Desiree, because I told you we talk all the time.
Right.
Desiree Dorset is on here. She goes, they were talking about someone. I said, I'm talking about you on a podcast. She said, why? I said, because he's a Cowboy fan, and I told his listeners, some of them are Pittsburgh fans. And you dress up and do your face. I said, they you want to talk? She's like, okay. So maybe we can get her on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, she's ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Hey, we're gonna do that. I'm telling you, we're gonna do that. And I know we got a Wednesday show, but maybe next week, you know. I mean, hey, listen, if you can come back tomorrow, I know we're gonna be here.
I gotta work tomorrow
I
night.
do not work tomorrow. Listen to me try to take it.
Well, wait a minute. It could be like last minute if I could come in. Maybe we'll see. I have to see what her
Yeah.
shift is.
Absolutely.
Shift is.
Absolutely. Or we'll have a special day to get you guys on. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
definitely. Once I tell the guys, these people can the Tony Dorsett, bro.
Oh,
They gonna go crazy. They gonna be like, they gonna ask you a million Tony Dorsett questions. Come
oh.
ready. Yeah,
Well, you know what?
absolutely.
I have to see if maybe we can get little Hawk on here, his son.
Man, listen.
He's in
Now you getting me all amped up. And see
I
now,
don't know. I have to see now.
I'm gonna make you stop because you know why?
Okay.
Because we have spent all this time talking Dallas Cowboys. We need to be talking Kim Tavar. Let me talk some more.
I'm sorry.
I know. Let me talk some more Kim Tavar
I'm
because
sorry.
you can't start me off because I'm King Cowboy. You can't get me started.
Okay.
It's so Kim.
Yeah.
Let me talk to the love doctor, Kim Tavar. Now, I just want to love you, but I really don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
what do you do when you want to love somebody you just don't know how to love them?
Um, you go through it. you it is day by day. There is no answer for that because everybody goes through something differently, but everybody goes through that, man or woman. So that's not just a song for the women. It's for the men too. We all go through the same thing and we deal with situations differently. Some of us will, okay, let's give it another chance. Okay, well, all right, well, eh, maybe that ain't right. But before you know it, 5 or 6 years done pass by and you still going through the same thing. So, in a situation like that, you know, you've been through so much in your life. You may have not been appreciated by the man or the woman. Um, so you don't know how it feels to be loved. You don't know how it feels to be appreciated. And when someone comes along like that, you think, something's up here. This can't be right. And you start doubting. And then before you know it, you lose that person. They're right in front of you. And, you know, you can't blame them for all the wrong the other person's done. That's in there too. So when I write these things, I just make sure it the music tells me actually what it's supposed to say. So I never go and say, well, let me write about a breakup song today. Or let me write about the sunshine. And it's not that. It's when the music comes to me, I listen to it, and that's what it is. Oh, right on time.
Uh
It's
oh, they home. Uh oh, uh oh. Listen,
8:30. That's
Charles,
okay.
Charles Gillespie said, "Beautiful song, beautiful voice." Then he said, "Very nice." Then he said, "All she has to do is call me." So Charles trying to get hooked up here.
These are just songs now. They could be my experience or other people's experiences, but we all been through them. Yep.
So tell me, how was it? I saw that you sang. I saw you sang at the Boston Celtics Stadium.
Yeah.
How was it? And that's not
Um,
it. That's
that's
something else.
that's New England Patriots.
You sang at the New England Patriots game. You sang at the Boston Celtics game.
This game,
You just like the bomb.com.
yeah.
How was it?
it was it was amazing. It was amazing to with all those people, like 60,000 people, 30,000 people. Um it- for people to be cheering and clapping for you, it was great. It felt good. It was
That is
it felt like that's where I needed to be. I felt like I was home.
that's awesome. I tell you, it's awesome. And so let me ask you this question: you met DMC, you met Belle Biv, you met I'm kidding, I said Belle Biv DeVoe, Ricky Bell of
Yeah.
Belle Biv DeVoe. Um, um, how was that? What was the interaction when you met them?
So that was a couple years ago. Michael Bivins, he was there. They were honoring him, naming a basketball court after him because they come back to the community and play basketball, and it happened to be on his birthday, which is in August. I think it's like August 10th or something like that. I don't know. I remember that date. Um, so they were down there. The kids were down there, and I was working, and the commissioner was there, and I happened to work in the commissioner's office, so I went down and just interacted with them, and just like any other person at
Well,
all.
tell me about all the charts that you're on. In the UK,
Hmm.
you're all over the charts. You're all over the charts. Just everywhere. Your music has crossed cultural lines.
Yeah,
The DJs are spinning you. They're loving you over there.
it's ridiculous. It's so since November when I put out Isaiah, that was my first single. And a friend of mine here, Don Brown, he's a retired detective. He had a friend that is a DJ in the UK, and he said, "Kim, want me to send your song over there?" And I said, "Okay, well, what's the DJ? I don't know what they're doing, but I didn't know about the UK R&B soul scene." Soon as he sent it over there, that song, I started getting notifications from DJs. Since then, they've just been on anything I release, they listen to it, but they don't just want any type of music. That reached number 5 on the top 20, reached number 5 on the global soul UK global soul charts. Since then, the album has been there's 13 songs on the album. At least 8 or 9 of them have been on numerous playlists, even today. Um, Keep It Moving or Moving was on the charts for about the urban influencer chart, R&B, UK R&B soul chart for about a month, 6 weeks. And songs are short lived. So when you're on there for about 4 or 5 weeks, because these DJs are, playing your songs. Right now, 1+1 don't equal 3 is number 2 on the urban influencer for the 2 weeks in a row. It was number 34 last week, and it's number 14, I believe, this week in Montreal. It was number 3 for 2 weeks in a row on another UK soul chart. So it's just all it's all over the place. So I'm just happy about that.
How was it to hear yourself on the radio for the first time?
I listen to myself all the time, but now that I'm listening to the radio shows and the DJs talking about me, I'm like, they're talking about me, and they say things not knowing whether I'm listening or not. Sometimes they'll tag me on a show that they may have recorded, but it's what I've worked for. I didn't take any shortcuts doing this, and it's amazing. My hard work is paying off.
And so when someone comes and they buys your album, My Story, what kind of experience do you want them to have?
So just to know, like when you listen to it, you're saying it's my story, not this is Kim's story. When I wrote the songs, I also did research on music placement, song placement. When you the order of how the songs go, you don't want to put the first song is Love Me For Me. Very deep, profound song. You don't want to have that song and then go into a club song. You want to slowly bring, that person out of that deep thought into another song. So the next song after that is, I believe, Hold On to Love. And the person rapping at the end of that song is my son. And
Oh,
it's my son at the end of that. That's one of the songs I did 10 years ago. But it's on the charts as well, has been on the charts. So it's going to take you, it's a story. It's going to take you, through these different feelings, emotions. And then the last song on there is called Thank You. And that producer is a producer out of Sweden. We met, one of his songs was on a UK playlist. And I reached out to him, and he's a DJ Morten, John Remnius. And he did Thank You. And what's the other song on there is, oh my goodness, I can't remember it. Thank You, and Tears Fall. And 1+1 don't equal 3. So he did those. So when you listen to it, it's gonna feel like, it's telling you a story that and you remember, and you felt like you've been there before.
how does a police officer, a Boston police officer of 20 years, write such deep, thought-provoking lyrics for love songs?
Oh man, it's just life. It's just life. Remember, I'm not 20, 25. It's just life experience that you learn from, your friends, your family. And now with social media, you can know about everyone else's life, but mine is more personal. With age comes wisdom, with wisdom, comes, maturity, and you just you know what's going on around you, and you're conscious of it. And I want that to come through with my lyrics. That's it. It's just me.
It's just you. It's just you. You were also Kim. You were in a movie, and The Snitch. It,
No.
it, and I thought that to be quite an oxymoron. Police officer in The Snitch. Tell me a little bit about The Snitch.
No, it was actually, they changed it to the Diary of a Black Girl. It was Diary of a Snitch. It was about a inner city teenager who was um just great in school, and there were kids, selling drugs in school, and she was up for this prestigious scholarship, and kids from that school hardly ever graduated, and this was her chance to get the scholarship. And some of the bad girls in school were in the bathroom, smoking weed, and she came out and the school monitor was out there and thought it was her. So she had to say, it wasn't me, because the school monitor said, if you're not going to get that scholarship unless you tell. And then she caught the girls in the bathroom. So it's a short film by Thato Mosa, who is an African filmmaker here in Boston. And since it came out, she's won so many different awards for film festivals for that. Yeah. So I played a teacher. I played a Miss Jones in that.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to my favorite song. My favorite
boy.
song. I told you that I had, and I know I'm keeping you over the time,
I
but
know.
I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna hurry up.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
hurry up. I'm gonna hurry up because I still want you to sing.
I'm gonna
But
see if I can try to find it. Go ahead.
but my favorite song is "Tired." Do you hear me now?
Oh,
It,
okay.
it gives me those feelings of back in the day when we went to the school dance. You had one person and you had somebody say, "I'm gonna tell you a little something about it, baby." Do 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 do. It just has that. It just has that. Tired just has that. You could just feel it. I could feel it in your voice. I could hear the anguish, the angst, in what you were saying, and then as you sang the lyrics, it
Yep.
kind of set the mood for what you were trying to relay to the person you're talking to, and also to the listener. So,
Yeah.
so did you want me to play Tired, or do you want to sing Tired?
You can play it because I don't have that instrumental on this the way
I'm
this
gonna play
song-
Tired because this is my personal favorite,
Okay.
my personal favorite, and then we're gonna get back after Tired. I'm gonna ask you maybe one question about it. I'm gonna let you sing. Ask you one more question. I'm gonna let you go. I'm sorry, we done spent that time on Dorset. I done kept you.
know.
Yeah, I done kept you. I'm sorry about that.
Now my son's in here trying to creep around so he is not seen on camera.
Yeah, tell him you don't have to creep around. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna hear Kim Tavar, Tired. Do you hear me now?
Okay. I really wanted to talk to you face to face and not over the phone, but I guess this will do. This relationship is not working out, so I gotta say goodbye. Do you hear me now?
Same for me. I give you all my time, affection, touch, attention. Oh, I'm in need of love. I guess you're not the one for me. I deserve so much better, yeah.
That's my favorite.
Okay. Thank you. So that was produced by Gordon Worthy from remember the Johnson crew back with Maurice Starr, Space Cowboy?
Yeah.
Yes, he was in that group. So that's his production.
That's the kind of stuff he's doing now.
Yeah,
He came to the
he's done
Johnson
a lot
crew.
of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's New Edition. He's done stuff for New Kids on the Block, a bunch of different artists. 9.9, Margot Thunder, bunch of different things.
Your album is very good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want everybody to go, download your copy. And if you need a CD, I'll sign it for you. It's all on my website.
Listen, the album is very good, guys. Go to www.kimtavarmusic.com. I've had it up the whole time. Charles Gillespie was listening, and he must have stopped feeling it too. He said, "Love, tired." That's right. That's right, y'all. And he said it has that old school
right.
flavor.
That's
it does
what I
have
want.
that old school flavor.
That's what we're trying to do. Bring that music back, but it's now. We need to get that back. I don't know what's going on now with all this. Everything sounds the same, and I don't know.
We need some of that. Because I mean, when I listened to it, all of a sudden I thought I was back in the 80s. I said, well, maybe my hair gonna start growing back a little bit back here in that little spot.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe my hair's gonna start growing back. I just felt it.
I see how you had my high school picture on there too.
Listen, I had you see. Listen, but you were straight.
My cheerleader picture too.
Listen, I got your basketball picture, and you were a cheerleader. So we listened to the cheerleader. So yeah,
Yeah, I was a basketball player too.
And a basketball player.
Guess what my number was? My number was 33.
33. Listen,
it was.
You had all the little boys bothering you.
No, I didn't. I was good.
The little boys wasn't trying to get with you.
No, see, I didn't thinking about stuff like that. Actually, my high school sweetheart was my son's father.
Really?
That was a long time. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, was he a big guy?
No, not at all. No,
not at all. Huh?
No,
no. I tell you what, now seemed like in Boston, them guys and nobody was trying.
This was in Pennsylvania. This is in Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania. That's right. It's cold out there.
Yeah,
maybe you guys need to warm up a little bit.
I'm trying to get my sound right over here.
Try to get your sound right over here.
No, I'm not a technician. I don't know. I got this what you call this thing you plug in? It's one of them boxes you plug in, like I don't know what it's called. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't know.
You know what? They never let me. I used to rap, right? They never used to let me set the equipment up. They would never let me plug anything in. I could bring in the cases of records, but they would never let me set nothing up. And that's why I say to them now, hey, I set up all my podcasting equipment. That's right. That's right. That's right. But they wouldn't let me set nothing up because they thought I was going to blow it up.
I'm just learning and the thing is, I was thrown into this right when all my songs were big in the UK because everyone wanted to do these type of interviews. So I had to get this. It's a multi-box, like a USB one. I had to get one that was able to plug up to my laptop, and I was running all over the place, Guitar Center, trying to find the right chords, and so I'm doing it little by little. So again, I'm not a perfectionist, and nothing's gonna be perfect, but you're just gonna get me.
Absolutely, and you are doing it, and I am glad to have you. And I just want to ask you one question about can you hear me now? I'm tired. I'm tired of. You can just hear the angst in her voice, and tell us when you were writing that song. What was your feeling? What was you thinking? What was the mood? Did you channel a certain thought? Was it somewhere you've been before?
I've been everywhere. This age, I've been everywhere, not just around the world, but I've been everywhere. Because you can't write about certain things. You have to have went through them, or had somebody real close to you go through them, or whatever that person was going through. You felt that it affected you. Again, during that time, it's just I don't channel into anything. It just happens. It's so strange. I don't know if other writers are out there that get that right, but I do know this. Remember the commercial? I don't know if it was Verizon or whatever it is. It's like, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
So when I was writing that, I had to make sure I wasn't. It was, can you hear me now? So I had
Yeah.
to do the opposite. I said I didn't want them coming to try to get me for that. So it was like, so I said, do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? Tired of the lies.
Listen,
Yeah.
Verizon may try to hook up with you for
Let's
that
do
for
it.
the new song. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, Verizon, if you're listening, hey, that should be the new song right there.
That's
Let me
right.
see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I like it. I love it.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
love it.
that. I really do. I appreciate that.
Charles Gillespie said I'm loving her interview, and you are awesome and easy to interview.
Oh,
You make
thank
it,
you.
yeah, you definitely are. You make the interview process really easy. The one question I'm gonna ask you. This is usually the final question, but I'm gonna let you sing to shut it down. Shut it down to go ahead and finalize the deal.
Okay.
What would you say, Kim Tavar, about your journey so far?
My journey, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to me. I don't take any of this for granted. I can remember, singing in cover top 40 bands around New England, different lounges, and people are there eating or they're talking to each other, and you got glasses, dishes falling on the ground. No one's really paying attention to you, but that's work. That's work I put in. The journey is just something that I'm not over with this journey yet. I just want to keep my eyes and my ears open, listen to other people, but I just want to tell, other artists or independent artists, just don't give up. And anytime you tell your dreams to someone and they try to disregard your dreams or discourage you, it's because they don't have that drive or that passion. They don't see it in themselves. So they're going to try to discourage you because they don't want to see you succeed in something that makes you happy. So I'm just, like I said, this is success to me, to have an interview with you, for you to reach out to me. This is exciting. And now I met your people who are watching, whether it's 10 million people, 10,000 people, or 10 people. It doesn't matter to me. This is supporting you and you're supporting me. So
You're so awesome. And,
thank
and we're so
you.
glad to have you. I'm going to give you the applause early.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Appreciate it.
Kim Tavar, guys, she's going to sing something live for us now.
Let
Kim,
me
what are
see if
you
I can
going
set it up. You can keep talking, y'all. See, this is real life stuff, y'all.
You still setting up? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Let's do a quick sound thing. Let's see how it sounds. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear that? Okay.
Oh,
Okay, this is my new song, 1 + 1 don't equal 3.
okay.
And this is just the background track to it. 1 + 1, it sure don't equal 3. Made those vows between just you and me. Daddy foot the bill, my mama said, 'cause I'm the best thing that you ever had. 1 + 1, it sure don't equal 3. Sign the dotted line, 'cause now I'm free. My brother's after you, my family's mad, 'cause I'm the best thing that you ever had. Come on, sing it with me, y'all. No, I won't cry. No, I won't cry. You ain't gotta cry. No, I won't. No, I won't cry. No, 1 + 1, it sure don't equal 3. And I'd wish you would stop calling me. Ooh. 'Cause I'm the best thing that you ever had. 1 + 1, it sure don't equal 3. Now you ain't as smart as me. Bank bank account is gone, secured my bag. Cause I'm the best thing that you know you ever had. Come on, y'all. No, I won't cry. No, I won't. I won't cry. No, no. Yeah, yeah. I won't cry. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. Yeah, one more time. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. Yeah. Won't cry. No, I won't. I won't cry. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. I won't cry. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. I don't know if that's loud enough. Are you guys still there?
We still here. I gave you the spotlight. Do
Oh,
it again. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to fool the fool that thinks he's fooling you.
That's right.
Somebody go ahead with your bad self.
Hey, I did, but listen. So with that, so the producer of that song is the producer of Tears Fall and Thank You. White dude from Sweden.
Sweden.
Knows my style, knows I like that SOS band, that R&B with that bass, makes the songs for me, sends me a little bit of it, and then I start writing to it. And then we just released that August 13th. And it's number 2, like I said, in the UK, number 4 and a couple of other things. And then it's just 1 + 1 don't equal 3. You know, it just doesn't. And no matter what you do, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 3.
It doesn't equal.
No.
Sometimes you gotta fool the fool.
Mm-hmm. Now I looked that up. So at that I was like, there has to be some type of saying. So I Googled something and it's a quote, but it ain't from a specific person. It's not like, Martin Luther King Jr. or, Malcolm X. It's something that people have said. And I said, you know what? I'm going to sing that part, put it into the song. And it's perfect. It ends. This is the creativity that I come up with. And since I'm an independent artist, if I was with a record company, I'd still be stuck on Isaiah that I released back in November. I'd have all these songs sitting on a shelf that nobody could hear because I'd have to wait until a record company told me that I could put it out. So you got to strike while the iron is hot. And I have new songs coming out. I have this song I'm telling you guys right now. It's better than Isaiah and it's better than 1 + 1. And it's taking you back to the good old days. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to be releasing that in about a month or 2. So I got more songs coming. I have so many songs I could put out another album, but I think I'm going to do maybe an EP with like 4 songs, let those go through the cycle and then do another 4 songs.
So will you come back when you get ready to release the EP?
Yeah. We'll be in touch because we got the Dallas Cowboy thing. We have to cut my
cousin thing going. Hey, we cousins now. We related now.
You know what's even better? I'll think about this because since I just got back from the UK, but my family is still in Pittsburgh.
Right.
I got to get back there because my mom's buried there. My brother's buried there. So I always go back. And when I'm there, I'm hanging with my cousin Desiree. So maybe when I go back, we can set up something so we're both there, her and I, because she won't know how to set all this up like on a computer. So that's what we'll do. We'll do it when I'm back in Beaver County in Dorset country.
All right. So we'll do it live from Beaver County
with her, but you and I will catch up and with the songs and stuff like that. But I do got to get
absolutely. Back. Absolutely. Charles Gillespie says, I'm gonna hold you to that. Says great live voice, and Charles Gillespie says love being an independent artist. Because he's an independent artist also.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate this love. I do appreciate it. I really do.
Listen, guys, go out and get the album. Kim Tavar, My Story, www.kimtavarmusic.com. Get down with Team Tavar. I'm telling you, her music is the bomb.com. Takes you back. Takes you back. And it's
I
good
think
music. Yeah, it takes you back, guys. Takes you back. Kim, I just want to thank you so much for coming on our show today. Thank you for giving us time. I went over my time. I'm just so thankful to have you. Um, I feel I'm elated and just like I said, excited earlier to have you here on our show. You're the toast of the UK, but listen, we're gonna try to make sure that you're the toast of the USA also
that's
because you
right.
belong to us first.
Let's
That's
go.
right.
If I need
That's
to start
right.
it down in South Carolina, that's where my show is gonna be. You
Come
know,
on now.
let's make it happen.
So guys,
Happen.
if you need to book her, Kim, where do they come if they need to book you?
Well, they can reach out to you now if they'd like for
That's right.
down there. And but my email is kimtavarmusic@gmail.com. So it's just like my down there on the website, but it's kimtavarmusic@gmail.com. Let's do this. I know you got some great musicians down there. If you it doesn't have to be a big show. If there's a venue that you guys have with 100 people or whatever, I can sit up there with a guitar player and and then just do some of my songs. That's what it's all about.
Awesome. Charles Gillespie says another great show, sir. Well, thank you, Charles.
Uh,
You make the show great, and the people that we bring on the show make the show great. Absolutely. I don't want it to
man.
stop, but I have to release Kim. She's got stuff she needs to do. Kim Tavar,
Thank you. Thank you.
you
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta ask you something. So you
okay?
got which name you want to go by? Which you must have a nickname there, or do
You,
you just go by? Which,
a lot of people call me Tony. Some people call me Cornell.
okay, I was gonna say I didn't want to be like Cornell and Tony. I didn't know
Yes,
which one.
you can call me Tony. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you call me
thank
Tony. That's
you.
fine.
Thank you for allowing me, into your space and sharing your audience with me. I really appreciate it, and can't wait to get down there.
Well, awesome. We can't wait to have you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And guys, so this is gonna do it for this episode of our show. The magnificent Kim Tavar has been with us. She's sung live. We've heard her music. Go to her website and get her music. It's been up the whole time. And so and you'll be seeing it when the show is gonna be broadcast. It's gonna be on our page.
Okay.
Definitely. So check it out on our page. And Kim, tag us with anything that you want to tag us with on our page so that everybody can know where to get your new stuff. Something happens, you got something going on, tag our page.
Oh, good. Maybe I'll tag. I have so much video from the UK, so maybe I'll just tag and just let you know,
Please do.
how it
Please
was,
do.
the experience for me over there.
Please do. Please
Okay.
do. Tag us with that. Tag us with all your experiences from the UK.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kim. And that's going to do it for our show. Have a wonderful night, everybody.